as a business, CAE have been recently awarded Cisco's first UK Fast Future Innovator of the Year earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? And what's that opportunity for you as a business?
I think what's been great about that is sort of flexing our muscles, dipping our toe, I suppose, in again the value piece. How can we start to differentiate something, and that's even creating our own IP ultimately, which is the most valuable thing for us for CAE. So being recognised externally and having that award for something that we've created and something we've developed, and again the team at CAE that have led and driven that, is absolutely brilliant, because it's not only showing something and creating something that we have done, but it's allowing us to deliver something different to our clients and to the market that's really going to make a difference and add some value. So I suppose the award and the recognition is great, and it's lovely to have that, and we're always thankful for that. But really what it's showing is it's us moving in new directions and in different ways, where we can add another level of differentiation around what we can offer and another level of value for our clients. That's what's exciting. And obviously that's just something, that's a particular entity that we develop then. There's plenty more where that can come from. So there's lots of good stuff down the line.
Now, I know in your new role you've had a bit more time to do strategy and think about what's going in the market. Now, I know you're a big champion around sustainability.
Yep.
So for you, what does a sustainable business actually look like?
Good question. I think first and foremost, I think you have to understand it and what that means to your business, because plenty of people I talk to about sustainability, you mention it and it's, that's the environment, we have to save the planet. Of course it is, but that's a third of it, and there's so much more to what sustainability actually means. I think then the other key part to that, especially to our organisation or our industry, it's how can that become purposeful? How can that really start to make a difference in the day-to-day, in your engagement with your clients? And yes, there is an element of a market-led type conversation in that, the conversation is out there, it's happening, so clearly you've got to go in that direction. But what you have to do is link the story to the day-to-day and actually then making an impact. So you touched on something where we've developed some IP that can have a significant impact on saving a client's energy in their IT environment, and that's a fascinating tool. So we talk around at a high level, we may have a goal around how can we make a difference, linked to some of the sort of sustainable development goals. But that's great, but what can you actually do that makes a difference in an innovative way? Well, we've developed a piece of software that can save our clients or save an organisation energy in tech. So that's delivering an outcome on that. So how else then can the business get engaged on a giving something back scheme? Well, that falls part of a sustainable message, and it means our employees can embrace that, give their time back, or the business can go and support the community. But again, you can tie that into what we're about and what we're trying to lead into as a culture. So I think adding all of these things, profitability is a massive thing. We can only do the things that we can do because we're a happy, healthy, profitable organisation. If that wasn't in place, then organisations like CAE can't do that. So all of these things are so important to be able to make a difference and to drive what we've now labelled as CARE, our CARE programme, into what we do and to what our customers can experience, and whether that might be tech or it might be just giving time back and linking that to what we want to achieve as part of our overall goal.
My last question for you, and I wasn't going to ask it, but I'm going to really...
You're going to anyway.
I'm going to anyway, and I was going to really push Justin on it, because I wondered if your answer would be different to his.
Oh, nice.
If you there's a lot of M&A activity out there at the moment.
Yep.
People are looking to buy businesses, especially in the reseller market.
Yep.
I'm guessing you'd be an attractive proposition for companies to go and acquire.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever sell CAE? Would you come out?
Really tough question. What I suppose the answer for me is what are you selling? And CAE is its culture. It is the essence. We saw it yesterday. That is what makes CAE special. And can you sell that? I'm not sure you can. I think it's a special thing that we've created, and we're very proud of it. So I think for me that's probably my answer. In that,
I'm going to push Justin more on it.
Yeah,
I'll talk numbers with him.
Get number, blank check. But
yeah,
I think for me it's we want CAE to be something special, and we want it to be known to be something special, and there's so much more to do. So I think from that side of it, the culture is key to that, and I don't think you can sell that.
We have a closing tradition on this podcast, Richard, about who would you like to see as the next guest. Now you can't say Justin because he is the next guest in your studio, but is there anyone in the industry you'd like to think would be a good guest for the channel to hear from?
Yeah, there's a lot moving on in the channel at the moment. I'm thinking, who would I like to hear from? When was the last time you had a distributor type viewpoint or a manufacturer? Have you had those?
A manufacturer's not so many actually. We had Matt Paulson last week from Full Scout. That was good.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you've particularly admired? You thought, you know what, I've learnt from them, or I admire them, or I'd like to hear from, preferably a UK person.
Ian Brown.
Yeah,
and purely because
where's Ian from?
I learned so much from him when I had my exposure, not so much now, but where I had my exposure when I first came into the industry, and his reputation of in the space at that time, and then actually what he's gone on and developed now, for me was just inspirational, and it was early in my career, and I always respect that, and I think the fact to be able to perform at a high level for a long period of time, and keeping that level of consistency, I'd love to hear where he's at and his part of the journey.
Great. Richard, you've been a great guest. Thanks very much
for your
time.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.